What up, guys? And Kenny here, and back with another video today. So, I'm actually gonna be doing like a matchup guide video with recruits. A lot of you guys wanted to see that since recruits are meta now. And before we start this video, I just want to say I apologize for not rolling out videos lately. It's been kind of stressful for me with school and all, and hopefully you guys can forgive me for that. And yeah, huge shout out to SK. He kind of helped me with this new format that I'm doing with like my text. So his channel is going to be in the description below. And make sure you guys like this video because I really hope this video gets pushed out to more people. It really helps the algorithm, so I'd really appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, time for some general tips. So make sure you're always getting the King Tower activation every single time you face recruits. Let me tell you guys, this will help you win the matchup a lot more than you ever have. And it's going to help you defend pushes where it seems like it might not be possible to defend. So make sure you get that done. So log chip every so often because that's going to be your main source of defense since you can't really rocket cycle or go in with an Xbow. Tip number 3, get maximum log value. If they have like 4 recruits on one side and 2 zappies and then 2 recruits and then 1 zappy, you should hit the 4 recruits and the 2 zappies because that's a better use of your elixir and it's better value. And avoid giving spell value because that's pretty much time for some single elixir tips. So do not take damage to Princess Tower while trying to get a King Tower activation. So a lot of Icebow users make this mistake and end up losing just because they took 600, 700 damage trying to get a King Tower activation single. So that's a big mistake. So tip number 2, never go in with an Xbow when recruits are in cycle. This is just a given because they can end up counter pushing you and you just lose the game instantly. So very, very bad play. Tip number 3, when they recruits in the back, go defensive Xbow because your defensive Xbow will get a lot of value and it's really going to help you defend a lot of their recruit pushes and play passively and reactively. Time for some double and triple elixir tips. So you're playing a lot more defensively in double and triple just because you can't really get a lock since they're just spamming recruits every 10 seconds. So you're just playing a lot more defensive Xbows and a lot more pre-Teslas. So tip number 3, if down damage, use rockets on recruits. On the recruits on the side where you have damage on. But only do this if you're down damage and you need to catch up because otherwise you're just going to lose the game instantly. And last tip, protect your Teslas because your Teslas are really what's going to hold you up and really going to help you defend a lot of pushes. So that concludes it. I'm going to Ice Wizard on the side of his 2 zappies and ignore the left side. So let's see what he does in response. Okay, so that's a good play. He went Flying Machine in the back. He's trying to set up for something, but I'm not sure if he's gonna recruits now. Okay, so that was a good play. I have to try to catch the Flying Machine, and unfortunately we don't. We end up taking quite a bit of damage, but as long as we don't take any more damage, we should be fine. So I didn't really go Xbow right there, even though in some matches you might want to, just because he does have recruits in hand. And really good recruits by him. He's not letting me get the King Tower activation. And I think this should fully take care of the recruits, if I'm correct. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see what he does. He's gonna knight his bar barrel. I'm probably gonna play defensive Xbow in the middle just to kind of see what he's gonna do. And I'm not sure why he went Goblin Cage. It's probably one of the worst plays he could have done right there. And this is actually perfect, so we can just NATO everything in. I think that fully counters everything. So since his Flying Machine and his win condition is out of cycle, I could just rocket his tower right here. Because if he chooses to go recruits right now, he has nothing to support it. And we can easily defend, especially since our Ice Wizard is still on the board. Yeah, so terrible recruits by him. And notice how I'm spreading my Ice Wizards apart. My Ice Wizard and my Xbow. And my Xbow's in a position where even if he went Flying Machine, he wouldn't be able to kill it, so try to keep note of my placements. Okay, I don't think the tower actually targets this, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna have to Tesla and then defensive Xbow in the same position as I shown earlier. Okay, let's see what he does. I don't want to log just yet because I want to make sure I'm getting value with my logs. I'm gonna Knight in the middle to pull his recruits. Okay. Notice I'm kind of waiting for him to do something before I play anything else. So again, I'm just gonna defensive Xbow, and that's kind of the theme of this whole game. You want to make sure you utilize your defensive Xbows, your Teslas, your logs. So I'm just gonna have to play my Ice Wizard. So again, I'm kind of waiting for value. I'm gonna have to Tesla because I don't want to leak Elixir. And since it's triple Elixir, you can easily pre-place your Teslas. And I tend to NATO in his Flying Machines quite a bit in this matchup. And I'm really glad that it actually targeted his Flying Machine. So look at that value I got with my log, guys. That's what you want to be doing, trying to be doing every single time. Getting maximum values with your log is going to be really important. And it seems like we might be able to get 2 Knights down, helping on defense here. And okay, so we kind of failed the King Tower activation. Okay, that's quite unfortunate, so I'm just gonna rock it since it's basically the time is almost done, so I can just rock it and he won't have enough time to recruit. So let's hopefully that doesn't lock on. Wow, guys, so that concludes the guide. Let me know if you want to see more.